Shalom Alaikum. First and foremost, all praise and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of great meals, and all honors and salutation to you brothers on the work of truth and sincerity. And this is going to be a short video, big video, basically concerning that we are still in our captivity. And I'm gonna start off with Baruch chapter 3 verse 6. For thou art Yahweh our power, and for thou art Yahweh our power, and thee, O Yahweh, will we praise. For this cause thou hast put thy fear in our hearts, to the intent that we should call upon thy name and praise thee in our captivity. For we have called to mind all the iniquity of our forefathers that sinned before thee. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from Yahweh our power. So basically, we recall all the iniquities of our forefathers now in our captivity, you know, and basically we are not free. Anytime that your nation has to pay tribute to another nation, because the scriptures say we are yet this day in our captivity and subject to payments. Anytime your nation has to pay tribute to another nation, and they don't have to pay nothing to you, then you're in slavery, man. Because the Chinese over in China don't pay taxes over in their land, you know. Other people would have to pay taxes to them if they were in their land, because they would be in captivity. Us Israelites are in captivity altogether, because we don't even have a land to go back to. Our land is occupied, so you know we're in slavery still, and that's why we're subject to these payments. You know, you got what you got, or you wanna
I got a precept. Amos chapter 3 verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up out of the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
So, and this is a punishment, even when that goes right along with what I was just read in Baruch 3 in the 7th chapter. He said, for this cause thou hast put thy fear in our hearts, to the intent that we should call upon thy name and praise thee in our captivity. So, because captivity is a punishment from the Heavenly Father, from Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. That's why we're in captivity. And when you read the Bible, all throughout the Bible, what did our power do to us to punish us? He put us in captivity under the various nations. And this was the worst one, you know, because Esau pursued us with the sword and didn't have no mercy. You know, they didn't have no mercy on us. So hey, we're still in captivity. And it said, you only have I known of all the children of all the families of the earth. So so I'm going to punish you for your iniquities. Because the Lord, you know, basically had us taking down other nations. But when we did something wrong, he put us in captivity under these other nations.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 29. And thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee.
And that's how it is up in this captivity. We grope in noonday. We don't have no work to do, or we don't have, basically we suffering all day long. And then what does it say? What else it say?
It say thou spoil. We just oppress evermore, and
thou
thou
shalt
shalt be
not
only.
prosper.
Yeah, we
Thou-
won't prosper at all.
Right, because even when you look at the ones, the jakes that do prosper in this society, what happens? The latest is Bill Cosby. They basically oppress him and take all his money away, and they throw salt on it, throw shame on his name. What happened to Red Fox when he died? Famous comedian, had a sitcom and everything, and all damn near all black families watched Sanford and Son. But what he do? He died penniless. The Lord said, "We shall not prosper in this kingdom." We died penniless in Esau's
I
kingdom.
put it this way. I'm gonna say it like this: if you prospering in this kingdom, that's because you done gave your soul to Satan.
Right, and even if you give your soul to
You still
Satan,
ain't gonna prosper.
yeah,
You only gonna go so far. I put it this way: you still
exactly.
subject under to their rule.
Gun.
You know, so it don't matter how much money you got.
Yeah, Bill Cosby finding that out the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
He's still subject
Floyd
under their
Mayweather gonna
rule.
find it out soon too, because I
Gun.
remember when they was coming after him, and they was talking about how they was trying to make him bankrupt and all that stuff, to the point he had to go and fight some more fights and shit
Gun.
just to keep his, you know. But that's what they say. I don't know, but I know this. I know that Floyd Mayweather sold his soul.
Oh,
I know,
of
and that's
course.
not
But they ain't
prospering. I'm
going,
sorry,
yeah.
but I'm just how much money you got. When you sell your soul to these devils, guess what? You have not prospered no
No.
matter how much money you got.
No. Um,
Look at that.
this is Deuteronomy 28 and 64. And Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people, which we are among all people. Our people is scattered amongst all the nations, from one end of the earth unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But Yahweh shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have none assurance of thy life. In the morning thou shalt say, would the Most High it were evening, and in the evening shalt say, would the Most High it were morning. For the fear of thine heart, wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see. And most of that happened during slavery, but it's still happening now. We don't have no assurance of life even to this day. Let the cops pull you over. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe me, if you a Jake in America, you get nervous when the cops get behind you. You know, whether you legit or not, it's like, goddamn, they gonna get behind me. What's gonna happen? Am I gonna make it to the crib? Am I going home today? You know, said that there shall be no assurance of your life, and basically you should have no rest. You got to work day in and day out in this kingdom.
Get precept up.
Kind.
Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he?
So if the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, who is the wicked? Because if Esau, which rules the whole earth, going around blowing all the other nations up, if Esau is not the wicked, then where and who is he? You know, because the Ishmaelites ain't ruling everything. They don't got their military bases in every country. The Chinese and Japanese, they for damn sure ain't doing shit, man. I mean, they have to team up with the Russians, which are more Edomites, you know. The Edomites own this planet right now. The Lord said the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, and the wicked are these Edomites, the so-called white man. And he oppresses you every day. And you are subject to those payments. Let you not pay your taxes. Well, who's going to be after you? CIA, IRS, any one of the alphabet gangs and shit. Anything you do, Esau got an alphabet group that's going to be after you, especially taxation, man. They're serious about that. So I mean, you can't escape these curses that the Lord has put on us. You know, this is Maccabees chapter 8 verse 7, and how they took him alive and covenanted that he such as reigned after him should pay a great tribute and give hostages and that which was agreed upon. And this is the story in Maccabees when Rome was about to basically get at Antiochus, and he was afraid of him and shit, and they made him pay tribute because when you get captive under another nation and you have to pay them, you are in slavery, man. So we are still in slavery. People are come or go around asking, I work for what I got. Why? Who's paying you? And what are they paying you in? Because I guarantee you, it ain't silver, gold, or resources. It's the greenback, which is equivalent to monopoly money on the scale of on the scale of money, on the scale of real money. The greenback is just a currency, and a matter of fact, it's a fiat currency. And fiat, look that word up, man. It means nothing, empty, man, false. Fiat currency is nothing. Is equivalent to monopoly money on the grand scale of real money, and it's devaluing every day. But you got anything else? And like I said, this was going to be a short lesson, but the point to this lesson is that we are still in our captivity, man. We are not free in this country. We don't even have a country to go to. You Jake's always talking about going to Africa and all that other shit. Them Hamites don't like you. Them Hamites actually hate you because they know who you are. And if melanated skin was so great, why don't you claim them so-called Arabs? They got some darker Arabs than the Africans around the globe. Some of them are over here. Them East Indians. But you don't claim them. The only reason you claim in so-called Africa Hamites is because Esau taught you that, which is a lie, man. But yeah.
Ending with this last scripture, Revelations 1:3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
Come, the time is at hand. The end is here, man. We waking up. We know that we the Israelites from our respective tribes. We know that we in captivity under this devil. We know that Esau is the devil. The so-called white man is the Edomites in the Bible. Basically, that wicked being revealed, and basically there's only a couple more prophecies that has to be fulfilled. So, with that, I hope brothers was edified. And until the next time, shalom.
Shalom, Akim.